Presented by Wearable Fandom. Welcome to Wear Mighty Things, episode number 46. My friends, we are live and recording here on October 23rd. My name is Dustin and I am your host. It's great to be back here in the studio with everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed last week, our live podcast from New York Comic-Con. It was sort of live. It was a week after we got back, and it was the lively recorded podcast at New York Comic-Con, not live from the show floor. But you guys get it, don't you? It's great to be back with you guys. This is a podcast all about the Roosevelt's brand and community. If fandom, fashion, and friends sounds like fun, well, you, my friends, came to the right place. I want to ask you guys right up front, while we've got a lot of you here, to make sure that you've subscribed so that you can receive all of our content updates. Make sure you ring that bell so you'll get notifications like when shows go live here. And we are live every Thursday from 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's great to be back with you guys. Now, I don't just do this podcast by myself, my friends. Nope, I am always joined by somebody who you all know and love. My friends, it's the one, the only, John Madigan. Welcome back, John. How you doing, brother?
I always love you. You always give me such a nice introduction every week, Dustin. I feel like you always kind of build me up a little bit more than what I actually am. But I always appreciate the love, my friend.
That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for.
It is always great to see your smiling face. I am so glad to see you here, and it was so great seeing you last week at New York Comic-Con. It was 2 weeks ago. No, it was 2 weeks ago at New York Comic-Con because we didn't record last week. I mean, so that was always great seeing you, and then you did some travel plans after that. So
yeah,
I'm just glad to be back. We're doing our thing, and always having a good time with my good friend.
Yeah, well, it's great to be back with you. It's great to be back with the audience, and we've got some fun friends that are already here. Kevin's here, says LFG. Ron's back. Captain Ron. I bet he's been referred to as Captain Ron, maybe Coach Ron. I'm sure he's been one or the other, maybe both.
Ron's a great guy. We've had Ron on a few times. And
Ron's run the show. What are you talking about? Ron's part of the cast now. Okay, Ron's part of the cast.
Ron's on the payroll, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Ron makes exactly as much as we do, and so I want everybody to know he gets paid just like us.
Do want to give a little shout out to Captain Ron. He's doing an amazing giveaway over on the Roosevelt Insiders page for us 3X people for a Harper's Hearts, which is definitely a phenomenal shirt. And I definitely applaud him for his efforts. Harper's Hearts is such an excellent shirt. So the fact that he's giving one away, and that shirt's been gone for a while. That was a special pre-order shirt from years ago. So they're not remaking that one. That's a special shirt. So Ron is giving away a 3X in that shirt right now on the Insiders page. So if you go on Insiders right now, you have the opportunity to find his post and comment who you think deserves the shirt. I believe he's letting people nominate others, and then him and his family are going to go over the weekend and pick out somebody, and they'll send it out there. So I definitely think awesome. You should, good on Ron. I always think it's great when people give back to the community, and so that's really cool. He could have just easily just taken that and sold it, and instead of doing that, he's doing some good with it. And so I definitely think if you have a 3X person in your life, go over to Ron's post and be sure to nominate somebody who you know.
This is my Captain Steve pose right here.
That's your Captain Steve. There you go.
Yeah, we got Danimal Chatfield. We got Danimal Chatfield here. He says he's in the sky. That's right. I am in the sky. Somehow I'm just floating in the sky.
Dustin died and went to heaven after seeing me 2 weeks ago.
That's right. Well, there's lots of reasons why that should be true. Kevin says, happy Friday Eve, everyone. Captain Coach Ron says, get Captain Ron a lot. If you were a coach and a captain at the same time, would you be coach captain or captain coach?
Ooh, Captain Coach. Is that who runs the bag company?
Captain Coach. I don't know. Either that or he runs the knockoff cereal company, Captain Coach. What if you were an assistant coach, but also a captain? Would you be assistant coach captain or captain assistant coach? Don't answer that question. Don't answer the question. Whose house? Captain Coach Ron's house. There we go. Well, it's great to see everybody here. And, I always am. I almost always want to set a stopwatch on how long it takes me to get to the question of asking you what you're wearing. Before I do that, I realized while we were doing the live cast at New York Comic Con, it was like 15 minutes before I asked you that question. And I was like, man, some people live for this segment, John. And
do they really?
We're denying them by making it take so long to get it. So I got to ask you, man, other than a dog, what are you wearing?
Well, this is my little girl, Macy. She wanted to come in and say hi. Yeah, it's fun. I just came through the door. We've talked about this before. We record this. I work late on Thursday nights, so and you do as well. So when we're running through, we're kind of like just running in the door, setting ourselves up, and just kind of ready to go. So the puppies, they don't really get like time with me. When I get home, I kind of have to ignore them a little bit. Like, okay, wait, sorry, Dad's got to go record a show. But sometimes during the show now they're like, no, Dad, like I need you, so that's why they come in. But they always love me. They always want to be a part of it. But what am I wearing? I am wearing the Disney Afternoon Performance hoodie. I did say to you guys a couple of weeks ago, it was starting to get colder. You're going to see me in more hoodies. This is definitely one of my favorites from all those Disney Saturday morning cartoons. I like those. And I am wearing the Pizza Beard Party hat, repping my man. So happy for him with his collection of shirts that we got to see the first look at New York Comic Con, and then he got a drop on the website. So I was really happy for him, and so got to rep the man. Pizza Beard, Jake Holland, shout out to you. Dustin, what are you wearing, my friend?
I am wearing a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, Wear 'Em All, which is one of my favorite shirts. It's the classic 1978 Topps collector's card. Now, I got this at San Diego Comic Con, but I actually have a second one. Did I tell you the story of how I came into a second Collect 'Em All and who it's for?
No, I did not. No.
Okay, all right. So
tell me the story, Dustin.
So first of all, I found out at San Diego Comic Con that this shirt was actually designed by one of the hosts of Thank the Maker podcast, which is all about Star Wars, and Mike Forrester. I think it's Mike Forrester. Yeah. He's one of the Mosh guys. He's the Mosh guy, right? Mosh Isley guy?
He is the Mosh Isley guy.
So at the Pizza Beard meetup, he was there. He saw the shirt, and he told me that he actually either had a hand or designed this shirt. And I said, I love this shirt. And I found a second one. He's like, oh, good for you. I was like, no, you don't understand. I was at Star Wars Celebration, and some guy randomly walked up to me, and he said, I love that shirt. Where can I get that shirt? And I was like, well, this is an exclusive, but give me your contact information, and I will see if I can find another one for you. And they're exclusives, so you got to wait for them to come up or whatever, and ask him his size and all that kind of stuff. And then he says to me, he's like, well, that's very kind. He's like, but I live in Japan. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I come to Japan a lot. And, when somebody says they live in Japan, my normal, and it's a little bit of a bias, my normal reaction is, oh, they live in Tokyo or somewhere around Tokyo. So I could probably meet them if I'm in Tokyo. Well, this guy lives on the southeast edge of Kyushu, which is the main island of Japan, something like 8 hours away from Tokyo.
Oh my God.
But in 2 weeks' time, John, I'll be on vacation. I'm going to Japan. I'm going to be there. I'm going from Tokyo. I'm going to Nagoya. I'm going to Osaka, Kyoto, and then I'm going to Fukuoka to see live sumo wrestling. I'm going to go there and see it live in person. I got the tickets already. And my guy is showing up. He's going to come to Fukuoka and pick up his shirt in Japan.
Really?
So I'm literally going to deliver a collect them all to a guy.
No, wait, I'm sorry. So you don't know this guy? Like you don't?
I just met him. I met him at Star Wars Celebration. He just walked up to me. He's like, "I love that shirt." He's like, "I would love to have that shirt." And he loved it so much. And I was kind of like, I don't have another shirt to give you, but you know me, I would just, if he really liked it that much.
But that's amazing though. That
so cool.
You went ahead. That is really, really, really cool that you did that. That is really, wow. That is amazing. Wow.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I will likely, if everything goes to plan and he shows up, if he doesn't show up, I'm just going to put it in the mail in Japan and send it to him. That'll be fine. But if he ends up showing up, I'm going to record that for a Fandom Traveler episode, our sister channel,
Definitely.
the Fandom Traveler. And a couple more thoughts about that in just a second. But I'll record all of my trip to Japan, which I will tell you in advance is going to be mostly outdoors and naturey things. So I'm
my
taking.
favorite.
I know. I'm taking that trip with my youngest son, and he wanted to go to Japan, and he lives in Florida. And so we're going to go, and I'm going to be excited about it. So yeah, we're gonna have a great time. Now, I mentioned the Phantom Traveler. It's not the main focus of this podcast, but because many of the people here are directly responsible for what I'm excited to be able to say, I want to share with you guys that the Phantom Traveler was invited into the YouTube Partner Program by achieving 500 subscriptions and like 1 billion watch hours of time. So
wow.
Yes.
Well, bravo to you. Congratulations to Mr. Dustin Klingman, the Phantom Traveler himself, for making it happen. He is officially a YouTube partner. I can finally go ahead and quit my job because now we're finally making money, and I'm really excited. Dustin, don't ruin this for me. Don't ruin this for me. I'm really excited. Really excited about this.
Point of order.
I know it's a win for you, but it's also a win for us.
No, it's a win for us. It's a win for the community because truthfully, I've had a lot of fun making videos for Fandom Traveler. I've had a lot of fun making videos for Wearable Fandom, and we're going to keep doing both. I'm having a lot of time. A lot of fun podcasting with you on the regular. We should do an episode. In fact, let me look at the calendar.
The calendar.
The calendar. Next week. One check. I'm checking something out here. It's really important. Perfect. Next week, Where Mighty Things is going to be all about behind the scenes. So we're just going to take questions from the audience. So you guys who show up, throw a question. How do you guys think of those great jokes? Where'd you get those handsome faces? Whose dogs are those really? Ask us any questions, we'll answer. And we're going to talk a little bit about our process, how we put together content. That way I don't have to spend the time doing it right now. We'll save it for next week. And those of you who are here will get the opportunity. If you're listening or watching this in arrears or after the live premieres, you can just drop us an email, send us a message to wearablefandom@gmail.com and let me know your question. We'll ask that question. We'll get it all in there, and we'll take some also from the live audience here as well. But I say it's a community win, John, because you don't get that support without the help of all the people who click that button and smash that bell. So thank you guys for all of the support. A lot of you are supportive to both channels. They are sibling channels, and while the monetization doesn't go in both directions, we want to get Wearable Fandom also into the YouTube Partner Program as well. So please like and subscribe, as we said.
Yeah, and like I said, Dustin and I will answer anything. So, I mean, we don't say it's just behind the scenes, but you can ask us anything. You can ask us what our favorite cereal is.
Yeah,
you can
That's
ask
behind
us.
the scenes.
You can ask us what movies we watched this week. You can ask us who we're voting for. You can ask us whoever you want, and we are legally obliged to answer it. I mean, really go deep. Go deep with the questions, as far as I'm concerned. Go deep. Let's make this a fun episode, and you can ask us whatever you want, and we'll answer them all. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Maybe we'll have some questions. Dan the animal chat field is always like just a pulse behind, or maybe he spends time, but like he throws stuff like this up, and it's like the moment passes, and then I'm like, oh, what's going on? Calendar is Superman's uncle on his mother's side. I know Calendar, just as vulnerable to kryptonite as well. So we got boxers or briefs here. Everybody wants to know those. Nope. You guys save those questions until next week. We'll do it all next week. Ice cubes or whipped cream. Why not whipped ice cubes or whipped cream ice cubes? Whipped ice cubes. Whip ice cubes.
Whipped
cream.
ice cube. I don't know. That sounds like a rapper.
I'm like trying to think of like every permutation of those four words in one. All right, so
have you ever had the vodka infused whipped cream?
Yes.
Whip shots, you've had them?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, do you know the creamsicle, which is orange soda and vanilla vodka? It tastes like a creamsicle. Or no, it's the whipped cream vodka. You put orange soda and it tastes like a creamsicle.
That I did not know.
Yeah, well, it's dangerous because it tastes great, and then you're just like, hey,
Ooh.
why do I feel funny? Why can't I talk like a person? Yeah. Now, I also am drinking just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
Diet
You know,
Coke. What is with you? Why are you slurring your speech? Are we sure that's Diet Coke in it? Are we sure that's Diet Coke? Were you having a couple before
it's what we
the
had.
show,
You know,
Dustin?
I just grabbed this out of the fridge and so I had something to drink. You know, normally I have my big Giants cup, my collectible cup from the park. But you know, coming back to New York Comic Con, I lost the NFL bet. John,
You did lose.
I
the
lost
NFL
the
bet.
Bills. The Bills, man, they let me
The
down, and
Bills.
just another reason to not like Buffalo. And so I got eliminated, and all during the week I was drinking Pepsi and sending
Yeah.
you screenshots. You know, I was in New
Yes,
York
you were.
from Tuesday. I got to New York on Tuesday, and I was working from the hotel room for like 3 days. It really kind of sucked because you look out the window and there's New York, and you're like, lots of fun stuff is happening, and I'm stuck here doing work. But I did my work. I did my work, and it helped a little bit that the hotel I was staying in was a Pepsi property, so I could just go downstairs and get a Pepsi. I didn't have to like suffer. But man, I came through and I drank my my Diet Pepsi or whatever my Pepsi was, and I fulfilled the bet, John. I fulfilled the bet.
You did. You fulfilled the bet. It was a lot of fun going back and forth with you. I kind of wish we still kept it going. I really enjoyed having this phone conversation with you, and because I would watch my game, but I would also watch your game as well to see if you were winning or losing. I would. I found this website that's probably hosted in the Cayman Islands that has every NFL game on it.
Of course.
Of course, because I'm not paying for Red Zone. That's just not me. It's not happening. But I found this website. It's great. It has every NFL. So I would be flipping through. I'd watch my game and I'd watch your game, and I'd keep tabs to see. And it kept like the adrenaline of it. Now I don't have a game for you to watch, and that really makes me upset.
Yeah.
But just that you're not in it anymore, so we're only going to talk a little bit about this. But the survivor pool is still going on, and I'm still in it. I won again last week with the Green Bay Packers.
Wow.
So weird that we started off with 546 participants. At the time of us recording this, there was only 59 people left in it, including myself.
Wow, dude.
So I have a shot. Like we're getting down to the nitty gritty, but like I got a shot.
You got a shot. Now do you want me to tell you how to win? Do you want me to tell you how to win? From a guy who lost. Let me tell you how to win. If you're down to 59 people, it's probably like one page of results, and you can figure out actually where people are picking based upon the teams that they now have remaining. Because the rules of this pool, you can only pick a team one time per season, right? So the whole team you get one time per season, right? And you can start to build a view of who are people going to be forced to pick because of who's left on their list, and where do you get to zag versus their zig. So what you want to have happen is something like that time when I don't remember, was it Dallas that lost and Dallas like knocked 80 people out or something like that?
Yes, exactly.
Like,
that's
you're looking for those opportunities, and essentially you've got to evaluate, is it such a great matchup that I should join into the crowd, or should I zig and let those guys take the risk of losing, and then half of them will be gone and I'll be in the top 20 or something along those lines. So I think it'll be pretty good. And the thing that Roosevelt's did not account for is, what if we get to the final week and there's a tie or multiple?
Oh, they said they're splitting the gift card. If that's the case, they'll split
splitting the gift card.
They're gonna split the gift. They'll split the 500 amongst everyone who won.
What?
That's what they said.
Oh, boo, 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 well, boo.
You can say boo, boo, but also, to be fair, none of us paid anything to enter into this.
Well, as we say in the South, that don't make no never mind, John. That don't make no never mind. Like there should, I mean, look, I think there should be a minimum. I get it. Like, let's imagine that you've got 10 winners. Okay, that's kind of ridiculous. You're not trying to give away $5,000 worth of merch, but there ought to be a minimum. Like if you have 10 winners, everybody's going to get a $50 gift card, which, okay, that's not nothing, but come on, I don't know. I just feel like they might be in a position to do a little better than that. So if they're listening, and you know what? We found out they do listen. They do listen.
They watch.
They do listen.
Hello, HQ. Hello.
And
HQ.
So, hello there. Hello there, Scotty. It's good to see you. Yeah, I actually think that they take the transcript and then they run it through AI and then figure out if there's something they need to care about. Which, come on. It's fine. I count that. I count that as a view. I count that as a listen. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think for the rest of the season, I'm just going to pick whoever the Jets are playing. I think that's the safest bet. Whoever.
Man, the Jets just historically bad. There's this video of a kid coming out of last week's game, and it's like, hey,
yeah, I saw this.
You saw it. The guy's like, hey, do you care to comment on the Jets loss? And the guy's like, I hate this team. I was born into this team. He's like, he just doesn't know what to say. I kind of feel bad for Jets fans. They're like, there was a long time when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were just total trash. And I remember they had their funky uniforms, and they just were not good. And everybody made fun of them. The Jets have somehow achieved tragic status. Like they're so bad, the whole country wants to root for them to win just to get the monkey off their back. It's not like Boston winning the World Series and breaking the curse. Nobody wanted that to happen that didn't live in the in the Boston rooting area. But in this case, it's kind of like, hey, we want the East Rutherford Jets to kind of win one, like just get in the playoffs. I don't need them to win a Super Bowl. Just get in the playoffs, guys. Come on.
Well, so they're 0-7 right now. This and it's really funny. So it's like I was never a football guy, but this pool has made me into a complete football guy. Now I watch the game.
Hold on. You watch one game, and then the game that was the influence of your butt. You're watching all the games?
Not all the games, but I'll watch throughout. I'll pick whatever my game is, and then I will check to see what other people, like if there's a game that a lot of people bet on, like I will watch that so I can hope that they lose.
Okay.
So I will. I'm really getting into it. But this whole thing with the Jets now has been insane. I think his name is Aaron Glenn, the head coach, is absolutely terrible. They need to fire him immediately. But he was hilarious. He said he had a press conference yesterday because they're playing against Denver this weekend,
okay.
And a reporter asked Aaron Glenn, which quarterback are you starting off with? I don't know if you saw this clip, and he was like, we'll have a quarterback this weekend. He's like, I don't want to say which quarterback because I don't want to give Denver an unfair advantage. Like, you guys are 0-7, sir.
Yeah.
What do you mean an unfair advantage?
Well, look, it's kind of like it's like when the little league team that it goes 0 and whatever, when they finally win one, you're just like, it's the biggest celebration because they only won one game.
No, the Jets will definitely win their last 3 games, so they kicked us out of the number 1 pick for sure. 100%.
Oh, that's exactly right. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens. They win and they ruin their draft pick. Yeah, so they perpetually stay in the gutter. Man,
right? Exactly. It's and Woody Johnson, who needs to sell the damn team. He went on record. They asked him about the 0-7. He's like, well, when you have a quarterback like ours, he's like, it's bound to happen.
Well, maybe he's just trying to get fired.
I don't know, but
every time axed, I'm gonna type axed in the comments.
It's a Staten Island thing. Okay. You look at any of those Staten Island memes. They say
no. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine because it makes a great transition to talking about the big holiday that's coming up. We've been celebrating spooky season since it feels like August, but next weekend John, next Friday, in fact, is Halloween. This is Halloween. This is
This is
Halloween.
Halloween.
Halloween,
Halloween.
Halloween, Halloween. It's actually great. I'm very curious. Are you going to any parties? I see that you are wearing your costume for next week already. You know,
I know,
are you
scariest face there is, right?
Yes, exactly. Do you intend to improve on that costume, or are you just going to go in like super scary mode?
I mean, if I can look scarier than this, I think that's the. I always told I had a face for radio, so thank you, Dustin. You always make me feel so good about myself.
I was told that I have a face to make a freight train take a dirt road. So that's better than a face for radio. Come on.
Hey, look, your mom told me she likes this face, all right? So I'm just saying. Anyway.
Did you axe her?
I axed her for sure.
Reek. Anyways, what are you doing? Are you is your aunt's bar doing a Halloween thing? Are you going over there?
So my aunt's bar is actually doing my aunt owns a bar in Brooklyn, Bullseye Sports Pub, shout out. And they are doing a Halloween party, free to get in. Come dressed your best, and person who they take a vote. Whoever has the best costume wins like $150 cash.
Nice.
They're gonna have a DJ. They'll have catering. It's free to get in. It'll be a good night. Cheap drinks, good people, play darts. So I'll be headed off to that.
Is cousin Ricky signing autographs?
Cousin Ricky for a nominal fee will be signing autographs.
All right. Hold on, because a lot of people have heard. Maybe some people have heard, but we need to make sure people know who cousin Ricky is. So, John has a cousin on his mom's sister's side. Is that right?
It's my mom. Well, it's my mom's brother's wife. Yeah, my mom's brother's kid.
My mom's brother's kid. Okay, is cousin Ricky. Cousin Ricky's a Mets fan, and he's back in the early 2000s, we might have called cousin Ricky a stone cold trip. He's a really funny guy. He's fun to hang out with. He likes video games. There's a lot to talk about. Cousin Ricky is a celebrity at Bullseye.
Yes, he is. He is. I'm happy you got to meet cousin Ricky.
I thought he was great. Say too much about cousin Ricky, and you'll be swimming with the fishes. So says Captain Coach Ron.
Captain Coach Ron. Sure.
That's fun.
Dustin, what will you be doing on Halloween?
I actually haven't decided. Because it's on Friday, I really feel obligated to find something fun to do. So there may be some parties around, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do if I don't find a party that I want to go to. I don't know if I really want to dress up.
You coming to Brooklyn?
No, I'm not coming to Brooklyn. I was just almost there. I was just almost there. I will probably actually set up and watch the Universal monster, like the Hammer monster movies, like all those originals. Lon Chaney as the Wolfman, Boris Karloff, all of those, Bela Lugosi, all of those guys. I still, they're obviously made from a different time, but there's just something so fun and interesting to watch those original monster movies.
Well, kind of like me and you, we're cut from a different cloth. We're, from a different time. You and I are the best.
Yeah, exactly. And then I kind of wish that like Elvira was still around. Do you remember Elvira? Are you familiar with Elvira?
I know who she is. Yeah, I know who Elvira is. I haven't met her personally, but I'm aware of her.
Do you know Sven Gulli?
The Muffin Man.
No. Sven Gulli.
Does he play for the Jets?
No, dude, come on. So Elvira, Ron's got it right here. He said Up All Night is Up All Night the USA Up All Night? No, he's talking about Elvira, I think. Let me share my screen and I will show you this guy. Does this guy look familiar?
He looks like Dr. Demento.
Maybe a little bit. This guy's name is Rich Cos. That's his name. Can you see this Chrome is accessing your screen notification?
No.
Okay, good. I was wondering if it was actually showing up here. But basically, he started off back in the 70s as the son of Svengoolie. And Svengoolie is kind of like this sort of like this kind of dead monster kind of creature. And he's dressed up like this. And he has all these dumb jokes. Like he's kind of like a bad comedian and he makes these terrible monster puns, but he's the host and they'll do the host of a lot of monster movies, like a bunch of them, some of them in the public domain. I love this guy. I just can't get enough of this guy. And I don't know where to find him now. He's on MeTV. MeTV.
Oh, my dad used to watch
MeTV or this guy?
No, MeTV. That's
yeah.
That's where they have all the old shows on.
Yeah. Exactly. I only know this because my dad watches MeTV. And I saw this, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and my dad's like, "Hey, do you want to watch Svengoolie?" and when I was a little kid, my dad used to wake me up to watch the late night monster movies. So I would go to sleep around like whatever time, like 8:30 or 9, and then the late night monster show would come on at like 11:30, and he would come and go, "Hey, do you want to watch the monsters? It's Wolfman or something like that." And I would get up and go out there, and there'd be popcorn and stuff. It'd be kind of like a good bonding moment. And
that's really sweet.
Yeah, it's super cool. So I have a really good memory. Like, so there's something like connected to watching those old movies of like me remembering when I was a kid and kind of doing that stuff with my dad. But he's like, "Hey, do you want to watch Svengoolie?" And I'm like, "Who the hell's Svengoolie?" And he's like, "Let me show you something." And he put on MeTV and we sat there and watched. I don't remember what year it is, but there's a movie called Capital. And it's about these ants that found nuclear waste and they became gigantic sized ants. Have you seen this?
No, I have not. No.
Yeah. It's a very famous movie, and of course, it's all kind of like bad effects because of when it was made. But Svengoolie was hosting them, and it was kind of cool, and he would say his piece about it. So it looks like we've got a lot of folks in the chat. Dan says he's the Dr. Demento of bad horror movies. Yes, Dan's also a fan of MeTV.
Is MeTV just like the dad channel? Is that it? Like what is the
look? If it's me, I'm gonna why don't you just make the dad channel? Like call it Dad TV. Maybe because dads don't want to be labeled as dads. They want to be thought of as like still being cool and hip. And even if it's not been true for many years, they want to think it's true. Elvira got me into loving these B-rate horror movies. 100% agree. By the way, The Toxic Avenger just got re-released. Do you know The Toxic Avenger, John?
No,
it got remade. You need to check that one out. That's a good recommendation of a B horror movie. There's another one called Surf Nazis Must Die. That's not a horror movie, but it's definitely an old classic cult movie. That's a good one. What else do I want to say? Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You might have heard of that one. In fact, there's even a
Roosevelt's collection.
There's a Roosevelt's collection of that one. What is the other one I'm trying to think of that goes right along with Toxic Avenger? Come on, chat, help me out.
Someone ChatGPT this.
Repo the Genetic Opera. That's another one.
I don't know any of this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Ron knows it. Man, you know what, Ron? You're promoted from coach assistant captain. No, it was captain assistant coach. You're promoted. You're promoted to captain coach. But yes, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. There's even a song like people know Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. What a song. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. John, it's just as campy as you can imagine. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Thank you, Coach Captain. Swamp Thing's good too. I like Swamp Things, but no, Dan. I was thinking Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. So it sounds like everybody knows these B-class movies. They just remade though The Toxic Avenger. They were promoting it actually at San Diego Comic-Con. So you need to check that one out, John. So
I will definitely check them out for sure.
So you'll be throwing darts at Cousin Ricky, and I'll be watching monster movies next And we don't get any trick or treat. We have a trick or treat event in our building, so kids don't come door to door for trick or treat. But there's like a little activity outside, and they can go trick or treating, and so people bring, they dress up in their costumes and blah blah blah. So, yeah.
All
Maniac
right, well,
Cop.
I'm glad to hear. I definitely.
Gabe rolls in by dropping the Maniac Cop. Maniac Cop, dude. Oh man, that's you don't need to watch that for Halloween, but you just watch that. That's good stuff. All right, let's shift gears here just a little bit, John, and talk about a couple of fun things that happened from the Roosevelts this week. Man, I want to talk a lot about, first of all, not yesterday, 2 days ago, October 21st, John, that is the Back to the Future 40th anniversary. And I'm worried that I don't want to move off of this page. Sorry, I have captured the chaos.
You're so
stuff.
Worried.
Well, yeah, I was actually worried, a little bit worried. I captured the chaos page, and I didn't want to lose it. So I had to change it. So, anyways, let me bring up the Back to the Future. No, we don't want to stay updated. So there was a Back to the Future 40th anniversary drop. I totally dug this logo that they made, because of course it has the original one, but then at 40 they put the hands of the clock and they've got Doc Brown hanging. Great. I don't know if that was like part of the official media for the actual celebration of the movie. Next week, actually, here in town, like 2 blocks from me, they're actually screening the original Back to the Future at the AMC Metreon. So I'm thinking about going to watch the movie. Like, why not go watch it on the big screen again?
Go see that on the big screen. Yeah, I mean, that would be, to have that opportunity, that would be really cool.
Totally.
Definitely take advantage of that.
And as if that wasn't cool enough, Christopher Lloyd and other members of
Michael
the
J.
cast,
Fox.
Not Michael J. Fox, but Christopher Lloyd is coming to San Francisco Fan Expo. Yes. I think it's powdered milk.
Dustin loves doing a show with me. He just loves it.
Let me see. I want to see who are our guests. We talked about this before, but
is this the one that has the dog as the headliner?
First of all,
Christopher Lloyd, and they have dog pool.
Well, here's what's funny about that.
They have Christopher Lloyd, Dog Pool, and Helen Hunt. What is this lineup?
No, they added John Boyega and Gillian Anderson from X-Files and The Crown.
Did they get rid of the dog though?
No, Peggy the dog is still here.
No,
also,
and he's before Fonzie and McLovin. I don't get what is Peggy the dog getting paid is what I want to know.
Well, it's funny you asked that. $75 for a photo op with the dog.
$60 for an autograph. It's a dog.
Come on! Don't you want an autograph from an ugly dog? Come on!
Dustin, I swear to God, if for Christmas this year you get me an autograph from that fucking dog, I swear.
I'm more likely to get you a cameo from this dog. God! I don't like that you're hating on Dog Pool. Okay, I just want to say I don't like it.
Listen, I think the dog's adorable, but I do have a problem with this owner pimping this dog out for $75 a photo.
Have you seen this dog? This dog's got medical bills.
Do we think this dog wants to be standing in it's probably stressful for this dog to be at the convention center all day.
You're right.
People. Was that Taylor Lautner? Go back down. That's not Taylor. That's Kellen Luntz. Oh, I thought that was
Ashley Eckstein is going to be there. Who is actually I want to try to see if I can interview Ashley Eckstein because not because of like Ahsoka Tano and her voice kind of being the understood voice before Rosario Dawson, but I want to talk to her about her universe because I actually really am a big fan of that brand. She sold it to Hot Topic, I guess, but I want to talk to her about making a clothes brand. Claudia Wells is going to be there. And look, Potsy is going to be there too. from Happy Days. So they're gonna have the host of Happy Days, or the cast. Danny Glover's gonna be there. I saw Danny Glover in an airport. He was not doing too good. So people who want to meet Danny Glover need to get in there and meet some Danny Glover. To be honest, oh my god,
this is the time to buy those autographs, guys. How much is Danny Glover charging for the autograph? How much is Danny Glover? How much more is the dog? Is what I want to know compared to.
Okay, all right, hold on. All right,
I want to know. I want to know where the dog is in comparison to some of these other people.
All right, all right. I don't want you to think that I'm like. I don't want you to think that I'm lying to you. So Danny Glover autographed $70.
And then the dog was 75, right?
Let's see. Let's go back. Well, the dog's got to get its paw. 60.
Oh, give
60
me
for an autograph.
60 for the autograph.
75 for a photo.
For the photo.
Yeah, yeah. Who else do you want to know about?
Go down to Potsy. What Potsy charging?
Potsy
got nothing going on.
Potsy's 50. But I mean, he's still getting residuals on Happy Days.
So is Dogpool, I suppose.
No way. That dog isn't properly represented. Yeah, I mean, so Gillian Anderson is a hundo and then a photo op. What I'm finding that people are actually doing with these, people are like crazy for autographs. And what they will do is they will go to the photo op. They will get their photo taken. They'll pay the price to get the photo op. Then they'll get back in line to get the photo they just took autographed by the same person. So they'll pay both. Shit. They'll pay both the fees because they'll print out the photo right on spot. That way they know if like something went wrong. Like if you're ugly or you don't like how you look, that's not the same thing as that the photo's in focus and that it's correct. But yeah, so you get the picture right there, and then you can get it authenticated, you can get it autographed, etc. So I don't know, man. Gillian Anderson, and once again, somebody's throwing 99. I love Gillian Anderson here. Yeah. I'm thinking about getting Gillian Anderson's autograph.
You're gonna get Dogpool's autograph. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna wait in line
for you.
The dog's line is gonna be down the convention. You're gonna see all the other people, and then you're gonna see the line for Dogpool, and you're gonna think of me.
I know.
No.
This is Dogpool.
I mean, and fans of the Fandom Traveler might see maybe I'll have an autograph table of my own. That might be something. If you want
now this is funny because if you have not watched those videos from New York Comic Con, the second day John hung out with me the whole day, and it was awesome. And John actually pulled a very funny stunt where we were walking around in the autograph table in the halls and like looking, and we get down to the end and there's an empty table. And what's funny to me is John is situationally shy and also situationally like has the courage of a lion, because there'll be something that'll come up and John will be like, no, I don't want to do that. But what he will do, and he did do, is go down this long hallway to the end of this table where it was empty and ask the lady who was running the table, hey, can I sit here and pretend to autograph so my friend can come up and we can pull like a bit for a YouTube video? He just like walks up to somebody he doesn't know. And basically that lady's like, yeah, sure. And we did it. We put it in the Phantom Traveler video. I walk up to get my autograph, and then John scolds me for not having like the right information, tells me to get lost. But he walked down there and made that happen. So it's always funny to me, like when John gets nervous or he doesn't want to do something, I'm kind of like, hey, where's that guy? Where's the guy that like gets us in? Yeah, where's the guy that talks us in without tickets to a show? Like, come on, bring it on.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I guess it's just the situation. I don't know. I guess it's just whatever's going on. I just loaded up that clip. If you want to, it may take a second to load out.
No, let's.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to go down here and get an autograph for one of my favorites.
John, hey, how's it going?
What are you doing here?
I got the autograph signing.
What?
I'm here. I got a table and everything.
Okay, now hold on. Observant people will notice that this is Tom Skerritt's table, and Tom Skerritt couldn't show up. Tom Skerritt was in Alien, and he was also in Top Gun, and so this was supposed to be Tom Skerritt's table. We should totally like just AI replace that. And did you clip this out and download it on your own because you wanted this video just like screen? You should just ask me. I would have like I would have given you like a 4K copy of it, but whatever. That's fine.
I don't want to bother you.
Yeah. See, there we are. That's exactly where's the courage of a lion to ask me for a 4K export. Anyways, let's keep going.
I'll bother.
Come here. Do you have a picture?
No, I don't even have a photo of you.
Well, then get out of here. Then you need to buy a picture.
Okay.
I got a lot of people here.
All right. Thanks. Thanks.
Turns around. There's literally no one there. Look. There's John's line. There's John's line. Nada. Anyways, yeah, that's cool. That's cool that you had that clip handy. Thank you for that. That's good. We should do that more often. I'm hoping everybody could hear the audio. I could hear the audio, but I hope that they could hear.
I can hear it too. Well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So lots of fun. We've been talking about stuff. We got to get back to and start talking about Back to the Future.
Minutes, 48
I know.
Minutes
No. We're having a good time. We're having a good time.
We're gonna start talking about shirts.
It's fine. That might be a new record, but that's okay. The audience will tell us if they want us to get to shirts sooner than this, and we'll talk about those. But this was a monster drop, John, not just because it was the 40th anniversary, but also because they had some really killer stuff here. And I'm kind of curious, which of these drops caught your eye?
So before I get into that real quick, one quick thing about Back to the Future I just want to mention. I feel like it doesn't get brought up enough, maybe because this movie I don't think was the most popular. I don't think it was. I don't know how well it did. But A Million
Back
Ways
to the
Die
Future?
in the West. No, A Million Ways to Die in the West, the Seth MacFarlane Western comedy film.
Oh.
Has a scene with Doc Brown in it where the DeLorean comes in and they kind of like do the full circle. Because I think what was it? The third one that was set up in the West.
The third one was set up in the West.
Yes, in the West. Yeah. So A Million Ways to Die in the West is all. It's portrayed to be an old Western comedy, and they kind of bring you back in. It closes the loop. Where there's a scene where Seth MacFarlane looks into his shed and then a DeLorean pops out and Doc Brown comes out. Michael J. Fox comes out as Doc. No, it's not Michael J. No, who's Doc Brown? Why am I? Did I get that right?
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd. Yeah, Christopher Lloyd comes out.
Marty.
And Christopher Lloyd comes out as Doc Brown. I don't know if we can pull up that clip real quick on YouTube, but it's a great, really quick clip, and I feel like it just doesn't get brought up enough. A Million Ways to Die in the West, Back to the Future clip. I think it's hilarious. I don't know if you've seen this movie, Dustin, or heard of it.
I do not remember it specifically, but here, let me share this tab instead. Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
Hello?
It's Chinese subtitles.
What's that?
Nothing. Weather experiment.
Oh.
What's he say?
God.
Oh, he hits him with a great Scott right at the end.
Yeah.
That's great.
Such a good clip. Highly recommend.
That's super good. Yeah. There's a new feature on StreamYard that lets me switch between the tabs to share, so I was able to kind of go back and forth. That's the only reason why I entertained that possibility. But
okay.
All right. Let's get on to shirts. What'd you love?
Yes, and I think it's easy to know what I love. I love the Power Laces set. I think that is phenomenal. I definitely plan on buying that as my first jogger set. That is definitely like that's the one. I see that. I love that. It's white, which I don't love because it's easy to get messy. But I love that design. I am totally going to buy that full set. That is going to be my first jogger set, and that to me that is 10 out of 10. That is a great looking set.
What I couldn't see is are the insides of the pockets more of the outside, or are they the same color as the inside of the hoodie?
You are all about the pockets, Dustin. You are all about the pocket.
I'm all about the pocket. Yeah.
They keep that conveniently hidden. You got to buy it to find out, Dustin.
Well, you tell me. Check this out though. They got a nice little. Well, first of all, this is the guy's butt, but
Yeah.
this zipper, and then it's got a little screen print. I assume it's a screen
There you
print
go.
over here. Yeah, good stuff. Cool. So that's
I don't know.
gonna be your big buy.
That is gonna be my big buy. I don't know if you plan on buying any of the jogger sets that we've seen so far,
No,
but that is gonna be my big buy. I am definitely buying that for sure.
I mean there'll eventually be one, but no, not yet, not yet.
What did you call the winner?
Oh man, it was actually a close tie between, if my calculations are correct, which I love this one because it's like a blueprint. I don't know if you ever remember the old Tom and Jerry cartoon where Jerry is Tom's drawing out a better mousetrap and Jerry has an adventure on the blueprint. But I love this.
Yeah.
I love that it covers off on multiple eras. Like this is basically the end of the third one with the locomotive and all that stuff, all these different iconography. But the winner for me, 100% had to be the hoverboard Havoc. And I don't love pink shirts, not because I wouldn't wear a pink shirt, but because it's not in my color palette. Like I have a little bit of like a reddish tone in my cheeks, and so these kind of colors tend to accentuate that, and I don't tend to like those. But man, I love this design. I love its the way it cuts across. You can just see immediately my eye is drawn right there. The pocket's good. I look at the
right
placard.
to the pocket.
I love, this part. I think we talked about the different parts of a shirt, and this part right here is called the placard, where the buttons are kind of. But that looks good. That gets sometimes in some of the Roosevelt's designs. It's not always getting the best treatment, but I love it. I thought this shirt was awesome, and of course, it sold out in every size. So really, really strong. I also believe, I could be wrong, but this past, present, and future, which is one of these silhouettes. You don't see faces here; you just see character silhouettes, and then you've got the time circuit dates on here.
Yes.
I believe that Aaron Leffler designed this shirt. The artist Aaron Leffler.
Yes, I believe so. Yeah, we can confirm if you look inside there. Click on read more.
Literally right there.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. So we're honored.
They don't always do this, and I don't know why they don't always do this, but I think we should be doing more of this.
Yeah.
Where we credit the artist somewhere on the page. I don't know why we don't see that. I think it's great that they did this for this. More of this. I would love to see more of this.
More of this. More of this. More of this. Yeah.
More.
I thought that was great, and it was a fantastic start. Man, good times, very, very fun. And Captain Coach Ron says, I wish they would list the artist all of the time. I agree with you. I don't know why they don't. It could be a poaching thing. It could be something else. Maybe it could be that the licensor doesn't allow them. I don't know, but I'm with that too. I would love to actually have that as well. Then we got a little bit crazy over here. Wednesday came, John. Wednesday came. We ended up with, I guess the easiest way to say it is Chaos Wednesday. Wednesday.
Before we get into Chaos Wednesday, I think we should just establish something real quick. Because when Roosevelt does these kind of things, you've been a little critical before in the past because you feel like it's catered towards the East Coast, and you kind of feel like you always miss out on it. And I just think you had a certain friend who maybe you do a podcast with, maybe you don't, I don't know, who kind of just made sure he kept you on the loop, called you, let you know, hey, these tweets are starting. Hey, here's the. I think a good friend of yours on the East Coast, the Beast Coast, made sure that you were all good and ready to go. So I just want to make sure there'd be no complaining this time about nothing happening on the West Coast.
Well, you are. I wasn't going to say anything about it, but now that you did, I'm absolutely going to complain about it. So John reaches out to me and says, "Hey, I saw on Twitter that they're going to be doing a chaos thing tomorrow, so you need to know about it." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, thanks." And of
That's
course,
not
we
what
don't.
you said, John, I have my boss calling me in 2 minutes.
Oh, well, that's true.
And
Yeah, it wasn't
and
my
I
boss,
said,
but I had a meeting I had to run to. But yes, it
and
was
I
very
said,
nice of
put me
you
on,
to draw my attention
I,
to it.
I said, put me on the phone.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
talk to
exactly.
him.
And I was like, no, I like my job, and I still need it.
Sure.
We're not making any money here, John. Remember? But so we went and did that, and you let me know. That was great. You also sent me some follow-up messages, and Chaos Wednesday, for those who didn't participate, although I think most people did, they were talking about we're just going to drop some shirts. They didn't say how many. They didn't say when. They didn't say how many there were going to be. They're just chaos. And I'm like, not really chaos. What you mean is random drops. But okay, fine. I don't want to step on the marketing. And so they started dropping stuff. And they did send a tweet out that said, get ready. It's coming soon. And then they dropped the shirt. And they dropped it. And you sent me a link. I was refreshing the page a lot. I was trying to search in the app. There was some comment that this shirt has been available for a while and people who are smart were able to find it. I didn't find any evidence of that. I was just sort of like, whatever, feeling punked.
Well, I actually have the evidence of that. I have the evidence of that. I found the shirt before they posted it.
Which
I didn't
shirt?
get it from insiders. It was the Pinocchio shirt. It was the first shirt, and I'm going to send over the YouTube clip on, not the YouTube clip. I'm gonna upload the clip right now of what I did to find it. So you can see, and maybe this will be a good tip for future chaoses.
Okay.
So they posted that the shirt had actually been available for a while to find. So I as a little bit of interlude, this is what I did to find it. I clicked on new, and then I clicked on shop all new, scrolled down, and then I clicked on the sort button, and then I changed it from date new to old, and then scrolled down. So the Back to the Future collection was right there, and then right before that was the Pinocchio shirt. So that actually dropped either at the same time or sometime right before the Back to the Future drop.
Wow. I was trying to find it by a chaos. I was trying to click like search for chaos, and they also gave the web link of where the chaos shirts were going to be, and so yeah, it was fine. It was fine. But yeah,
fine.
when we start our day, it's the afternoon. They drop stuff at lunch. East Coast folks are going to be free and not in meetings and not doing whatever they need to be doing. So, but let's take a look at the shirts. So I still did not love. I appreciate what you did, John, but I did not love what happened with the announcements and whatever. To be honest, there was one shirt here I was going to buy anyways if the opportunity came to me. Maybe two. So I am anxious about clicking these. So I'm going to see if I can open this in a new tab. And if the okay, good. So they had a Darth Vader shirt here. I love the splashes of color here, but I don't know how many of them you can see. But I don't know. This has got a.
Thank you, Dustin.
This has got what? I'm not trying to make fun of you.
I don't know how many of them you can see.
Well, I mean, I don't know exactly. Captain Coach seemed to be interested or excited in this shirt, but maybe did not get it. That said, I was like, okay, this is cool. But look right here. Look, like, so if I look at just the pocket, I'm like, ooh, look at that.
So
but now,
I don't know about the
this.
listeners, but for me, it's still showing all four. And Dustin, you're kind of frozen. Dustin, you're frozen. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, now you're back. Yeah. Now I see.
Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I was challenged with something. Could you? Yeah. So I pocket looks great, but then you got another Vader right above the pocket. I'm like, come on, guys. Anyways, that's the way it is. I like the splashes of color in this shirt. I thought it was cool, but I wasn't freaking out to get this shirt. Like, I didn't get the opportunity to get it, but I also didn't sweat it when it didn't happen. So how about you? Was this a shirt that you were interested to buy?
So I was gonna say, I love the colors in there, or at least what I think the colors look like. Whatever it looks like to me, they look good. I honestly think I would say as a whole, I think this collection of Chaos Wednesday shirts are better than the previous Chaos Wednesday shirts we have. I don't know if you remember which shirts we had gotten. We had gotten a Star Wars. We had
It
gotten
was a Star Wars.
Peter Pan.
Yes.
We had gotten a Roosevelt's original Green Planet or Green Garden or something like that.
Yep.
And there was and you got that Mickey one, that purple Mickey
That's
kind of
right.
like 3D animation shirt.
Yep.
The name of that one. So
Good stuff.
as a whole, I think those are great too. But I think this collection was definitely better than the previous collection. So really, really, really like this collection. Overall, number one shirt. I'm a sucker for purple. It's my background today on the show. The Dumbo shirt, absolutely love it. I think that was the winner for me. That was the winner for me. I definitely wish I could have scored this one. I was too slow. I was at work, and I had missed it, and I disappointed. But I mean, it's all good. It happens. But that to me is a great shirt. That looks like a really nice dark purple. And I am a sucker for purple. I really love that design. That's like a kind of like a Dumbo Trippy tee, in my opinion. That is pretty slick. I like that a lot. So yeah, the Dumbo shirt definitely was the one that I wish I could have gotten. And just a little shout out to the whale shirt. A bunch of people had actually reached out to me and sent me this one because they said this made it for an epic cruise shirt. They thought of me immediately. I thought of Aaron Williams, the whale hunter, immediately. But some people had sent it over to me because they thought this would be a really good cruise shirt. And so I think that's really cool. So I like that they do that, and it's a little nod to the community. I like when they do, the whole whale thing, catching your whale and whatnot. I like when they throw in little nods to the community in their shirts. So that was definitely really cool.
This was my favorite, and one of the things that people may not notice immediately is the second button is orange. The rest of them are black. Do you see that? So there's like so that's a little bit of extra production to like have one color different, and there's actually a call out here, and they say complete with a sunset orange second button, which I'm betting also that there are replacements for the orange one as well. So I like that. I like when they put that extra little, not just the design or that the pocket looks good, but that extra little touch is good. This is the one I wanted. This is the shirt that I wanted. I would have loved to have this. I think this is a perfect cruise shirt. Man, although, none of your cruises are going anywhere there where I think whales are going to be.
No. Thankfully.
What, you don't like whales? You don't like whales? What's the matter with whales? Let's
the
look
whales,
at the last
they will
one
eat
here.
me, Dustin.
No, whales are vegetarians unless they're orcas. Well, that's not fair. They eat krill. They just vacuum it up, and they don't. Only certain types of whales are like that.
I just know this is why I don't go to Seaview. I don't go to what is the place called?
Look, actually, I'm going to come back here to SeaWorld. You don't go to SeaWorld?
Don't go to SeaWorld. No, I was actually thinking. So it's funny. I work in a pharmacy. I don't know why I said Seaview outside because we work with a mental hospital on Seaview Avenue, and I have to do. We have all these mental patients from a place called Seaview that come in.
That's
and
great.
That's why
thanks.
that was the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, way to bring the mood down. I'm sure.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
This shirt, this Pinocchio shirt. I mean, look, it's very clear to me this is a Stone Cipher shirt. I think this is a Stone Cipher shirt. So,
now, Dustin, don't lie about your opinions on this shirt, otherwise your nose will grow.
Wow. Yeah, no, I don't dislike this shirt. It's not one that I want to wear. I'm happy for Disney fans who like this shirt and like the color. Like, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. But like, I did not lose any concern about this. The Dumbo shirt, also a nice looking shirt. The whale shirt was the one that of the bunch, if I was offered the opportunity to pick one, I would have just picked that one. So, all right, we got to keep moving here, and let's switch over to Gojira, which is the drop that just happened today. I think November 17th, John, is Godzilla Day. So, we're getting ahead of that, but every year they seem to come back here. Did you get a chance to take a look at the drops from today?
Yes, I did get a chance to take a look at them. We've spoken before about this. I've actually never seen a Godzilla film. You have shown me, you're shaking your head. I didn't grow up with Godzilla. I don't know. Godzilla. I don't know. I don't get. It's not for me, buddy. I don't know.
Godzilla? You didn't see Godzilla and King Kong?
No, I never saw a King Kong movie either.
Well, the one with Jack, there's a bunch of them that are good that are not the original black and white. Although that one's interesting because of like miniature animation and like movie production techniques. But yeah, I get it. You need to see some of these movies, John. I mean, we're running out of we got a long list of movies for you to watch. But so then none of these was interested to you, or which ones caught your eye?
I mean, in terms of I think I don't think any of these look bad. If I was going to pick one, Dustin's laughing.
John struggles to say this is not for me. I have no opinion. Dustin makes me feel like I have to have an answer. You don't have to have an answer.
Dustin's, this is not for me, but that doesn't mean it can't be for you or for somebody else.
It's fine.
I would probably go with the Monsters and Mecha shirt.
All right. Well, I have comments about this, but yeah, you like this one?
I that would be the one if I like gun to my head. Like I would.
Takes a gun to your head to get a Godzilla shirt. I need a new co-host. Captain Coach Ron co-host. Captain Coach co-host. So this shirt was the one that you liked.
That was the one that I would pick. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the cool one for me.
All right. A little bit of lore here. A little bit of lore for you. So you obviously recognize the green guy. That's Godzilla, right? This guy is now this is the correct pronunciation. Mika Godzilla. But most people just call him Mecha Godzilla. This was a robot version, a robot that the humans built to try to fight Godzilla with a robot like Godzilla, who had like missiles from his fingers and had a lot. And he actually was able to give Godzilla a really tough go for it. So it's Mika Godzilla and the rest of the Showa era squad there. This one. Do you know this one?
I know.
Okay.
Is that a Labubu?
So no, it's not a Labubu. No, that is the official name is Manila. So let me get a close up of this.
Manila. That's what they called me in high school.
That's a baby Godzilla right there. His name is Manila.
Oh.
When I was a kid, we used to call him Gadzuki. I don't know why I got that. I don't know where I got that name from, but we always thought his name was Gadzuki. And there's a really fun. You see, he's riding on God. He's on Dad's back here, right? And there's a really funny scene where Godzilla is trying to teach him how to use his breath weapon, because Godzilla's got that like really like fire breath, and he tries to blow, and what he ends up blowing is like little smoke rings. So you don't see it, like the zoomed in doesn't show up so well. Let me go back to that close-up view. If you look in here, you can see, look, here he is up here on the top, on the corner over here. He's blowing smoke rings. There's a really funny scene where he's trying to use his breath weapon and he can't. He just blows smoke rings and his dad gets mad at him. And then his dad stomps on his tail. And then he actually gets mad and uses his breath weapon. So it's just kind of a fun. I think we all collectively agreed Godzilla is a bad dad. Shout out in the comments if you think Godzilla is a bad dad. But yeah, so it's cool. It's cool.
This actually brings up the age-old question, Dustin. If you could go back in a time machine, like a DeLorean, go back in a time machine, would you kill baby Godzilla?
No. No, that's an age-old question.
So don't they ask that?
No. Nobody would kill baby Godzilla. In fact, actually, I would
knowing the after effects. Would you kill baby Godzilla?
No.
Don't they ask that? Isn't that a question that they ask?
Not in any forum I've been other than this one. However, the Dread Pirate Godzilla from The Princess Bride, I'll most likely kill you tomorrow. I actually think that Godzilla died a long time ago, and Manila, aka Gadzuki, grew up. And so the Godzilla of current movies is actually that little guy grown up to be a full-blown Godzilla, whereas as dad is kind of like moved on. He's shuffled off this mortal coil. What do you think?
I think shout out to Dan Chatfield for being the only person who got the joke, because that just went right over your head.
No, it did not. It did not. Gabe says Godzilla was a great father. Lol. Okay. All right. That's cool.
Well, Gabe's not a dad. How can he judge?
Oh, Gabe's definitely given us some deep lore here. The original Miko was built by ape-like aliens in the Showa era. That's right. I forgot about them. The sequel was human built, and everyone after. That's right. It's been a while since I watched. There is, though, on Pluto TV, a Godzilla channel where you can just literally watch. I wish it was Universal Monsters, but I guess with the Epic Universe, they don't want to pay the license for it. So it's all, but there is like a Godzilla channel on Pluto TV. So I'm actually been checking that out. And yes, I'm glad Dan Chatfield. I understood where you were going, but no, I would not kill baby Godzilla. Baby Godzilla. He's a lizard, so he's doing pretty good considering he didn't eat the kid. Fair, Dan. Well, any other thoughts here to share on the Godzilla drop?
I don't have one.
You got nothing.
Sorry.
You got nothing, sir. Then let me weigh in here. We also got 2 performance hoodies. The Monsters Unleashed. I just got this Kunu. Actually, I bought this Kunu on BST, so that I'm really excited about that shirt. The t-shirts, pretty good. Pretty good. Come on. This is the kind of shirt I want them to make, where it's the front panel with a black back. Why is it so hard, Roosevelt? Stop putting crap on there. Stop putting the cool picture on the back and some stupid thing in my pocket. Like this is one great. All right, I want them to hear that. I do want them to hear that.
First the pocket, now the t-shirts. They're listening.
Here's the thing. I don't need a name tag that says the Destroyer followed by this killer graphic on the back. Like this is the front of the shirt. This is what I want to see on the front. So I don't know. I mean, maybe it's easier to print it on the back. Maybe they get a little bit more room. Maybe there's something I'm missing here, but I don't understand why we got to have something on the front instead of just having the cool look. Like I want this on the front. This looks like a wanted poster from my local post office. You know, like wanted Godzilla, the Destroyer. Come on. I like that. I love how it's faded up here, right? Like it looks like it's like been pressed. Like that's such a cool effect. Like the visuals here are great. I just don't want this. I just don't want this. I want the cool graphic up here. That's me. That's my personal preference. I thought the Godzilla was great, and that was pretty good. And you know who agrees with me? Dan Chatfield says I like the vintage tees, and it was good. It was good. Ron asked if I've stayed at the Godzilla Hotel in Japan. I have not, but I am going to try to go there I have a 2 days in Tokyo before we head out to Nagoya. So I'm going to try to go over and get some good footage of that. If you didn't know, there is a Godzilla Hotel in Tokyo. It's super, super fun. And man, all right. I think, John, we are quickly coming to the end of our time here. We're a little longer than we tend to go, but we've had a great time. I mean, I want to say thanks to everybody. We're just about ready to close it out here, but I want to say thanks to everybody for coming out and for supporting us. Please like and subscribe. Thanks again for all your help and support on the Fandom Traveler. And let's get that same outcome here for Wearable Fandom. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, man. Always glad to see the listeners out. We had a lot of people in the chat today, and I'm always happy to see everybody, come in, and everybody always loves seeing, and we love seeing everybody at New York Comic Con too. It was such a great time, and taking pictures and meeting everybody and seeing everybody. It was always it's always a great time with everybody. But Dustin, before we close out the show, we talked about them a little bit earlier in the episode, but we really didn't get a chance to dive in. Dustin, how are your parents doing?
Now, John, I want you to know my parents listen to this, and they always wonder what